Hello, welcome back to another lesson. Today's lesson is about chords, question 5. For this question, you need to do some working, like write out what are the notes in chord 1, 2, 4, or 5. So for let's say this is one flat is in F major. Draw a chart like this. Get a piece of paper, draw a chart like this, and split into 4 columns. Chord 1, 2, 4, and 5. So chord 1, starting from F major, the first note is F. For chord 2, if you look at F major scales, F, G, A, B, C. So the first note is F, second note is G, third note is A, fourth note is B, fifth note is C. So chord 2 should start with G. Okay, so it should start with G. For chord 4 is, the fourth note is B in F major. So you should start with B. And then the fifth chord is a C. The fifth note is a C. So fifth chord should start with C. So if you look at the stave, if it's F major, let's say we look at this part. You start with F, so the next two notes should be A and C. So we write down F, A, C, okay? You can make use of this stave to do some working. Now, use this space again. Second note is G, so starting from G, you build up 3 notes. So this is G, B, D. Next, chord 4 is B. So starting from B, you build up 3 notes. So this is B, D, and F. So this is B, D, F. Same thing for chord 5, C, E, G. For these chords, usually it will end with some cadences. Okay, so for cadences, we have a few types. We have perfect cadence. Perfect cadence, which is a 5-1. Okay, Plagal cadence. Okay, sorry. So Plagal cadence is 4-1. Another type is imperfect cadence. Imperfect cadence. Imperfect cadence can be anything go to 5. It can be 1-5, 2-5, 4-5, or 6-5. Okay, so by looking at the notes here, by looking at the cadences here, you'll notice that the cadence always start with either 1 or chord 5. It can be 1, it can be 5. So which means the last chord of the phrase can only be 1 or 5. Okay, 1 or 5. Because this is one cadence, over here is one cadence. At the end of the phrase is one cadence. Okay, it can be perfect cadence, it can be Plagal cadence, it can be imperfect cadence. And then the second line is another cadence. Here, it can also be perfect cadence, 5-1, it can be 4-1, it can be anything go to 5, which means the last chord can only be 1 or 5. 1 or 5. Okay. So let's look at the chords now. So this is F, E, D, B. Okay, so usually the first note of the bar will be the important chords. Okay, or important chord note. And then the last note and the main beat will be your important note also. So this is B, F, and then you have a D also. So which chord contain most of the note here? Then you'll be the answer. So it contains B, D, and F. So this E is just a passing note. It's not important. So look for the chord that contain most of the note. So apparently it's chord 4, right? So this one will be chord 4. Next one is A and F. This is A, this is F. So as I mentioned just now, this can be the ending of the phrase, it can be 1 or 5. Okay, so look at 1 or 5. Which one contain F and A? So apparently chord 1 has F, A, C. So in that case, this is your answer. Okay, so the first cadence 4 to 1 is Plagal cadence. Okay, so the first phrase is a Plagal cadence. Now let's look at the second phrase. Write the letter name. This is a B, this is G, and then this is D. So which chord contains most of the note? It will be G, B, D, right? So isn't it chord 2? So you write down chord 2 because it contains most of the note. So this will be your G, B, D, chord 2. Next one, write the letter name. This is C, this is F, this is A. So which chord contains most of the note? F, A, C, so it's chord 1. Now next chord, write the letter name. This is a G, this is a E, this is a C. So which chord contains C, E, and G? So it's chord 5. Okay, so in that case, this cadence ends with 5. So when it ends with 5, 1, 5, it will be an imperfect cadence. Okay, next, let's look at the 5.2. In C major, as usual, you draw the chart again. The chart will help you to find the answer. So the working for this question is very important. Chord 1, 2, 4, and 5. So first chord start with D. In C major, the second note is D. In C major, the fourth note is F. Fifth chord is G. Start with G. So use the same method, build up 3 notes: C, E, G, D, F, A, F, A, C, and G, B, D. Okay, so now let's find out what chord is this. This is F, C, F, A. So which chord contains most of the note F, C, F, A? So it's chord 4. Now you write down chord 4. Next, name the notes. This is a C, C, E, G. So which chord contains C, E, G? So it's chord 1. So in that case, it will be chord 1. So 4 to 1 belong to which cadence? Let's go and check out. 4 to 1 is Plagal cadence. So here you can take Plagal cadence because it's chord 4 to 1. Okay, so this is how you find the answer. Now let me erase the working first. Next, for D major, the same thing. Drop the boxes. So chord 1, 2, 4, and 5. First chord start with D. Okay, second chord start with E. Fourth note of B major is G. Fifth note is A. So chord 1 is D, F, A. Chord 2 is E, G, B. Chord 4 is G, B, D. And then chord 5 is A, C, E. Okay, the same thing. Right now the letter name is E, G, E, and B. So E, G, B is chord 2. So you write down chord 2 here. Next chord is A, C, A. So looks like it's A, C, E. Chord 5 contains most of the note. So this is 2 to 5. So in that case, it ends with 5. So the chord, when the chord ends with 5, it will always be imperfect cadence. Okay, so here you can take is imperfect cadence. Okay, next one. They already tell you this is a F major. Okay, F major. chord 1, 2, 4, 5. So chord 1 is F. Start with F. Second note of F major is G. Fourth note of F major is B. Fifth note of F major is C. So chord 1 is F, A, C. Chord 2 is G, B, D, B, D, F, and C, E, G. Okay, so let's write down the letter name. This is F, this is a B, this is a D. So F, B, D, so this is chord 4. Okay, so you write down, this is chord 4. And then look at the lowest note. Okay, if the lowest note is B, then it's position A. D is position B, F is position C. So position A, position B, position C. Now the lowest note here is F. Okay, so the lowest note here is F. So F in this chord is position C. Okay, position C. So in this case, the answer is 4C. Now let's look at the next chord. B, chord B here. Okay, so the letter name, let's write down the letter name. Wait, let me erase. This is a G, this is E, this is C. So C, E, G belongs to chord 5. So in chord 5, this is position A, position B, and position C. So the lowest note here is a G. So G in chord 5 is position C. So this is a 5C. Okay, next one. Okay, chord C, this is A, C, F, F. So chord F, A, C is chord 1. So this is chord 1. And then if this is position A, B, and C. So the lowest note here is position A. No, the lowest note is A. So in this case, this is position B. So from here, you can take 1B. Okay, thank you for watching. If you find this tutorial useful, please stay subscribed and click like. I look forward to seeing you in my next lesson. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.